You look very high. Doesn't he? Doesn't he look high?
Is he?
No, he's not high.
He's just enjoying life.
Oh, now I can play my song.
I'm just amazed how he goes, and then goes right back to the exact same face.
Where apparently you're not high.
This is ILNL.
No, it's not.
Welcome to ILNL. No, it's not Halloween.
John Cena.
I'm finally rocking what I really wanted to rock, which was the full-on Luigi, minus the mustache, because
Popping suspenders.
hey,
I want to
Only
pop
got
some
$20.
tags.
See, we're the same page. Only got $20 in my pocket.
jeez. All right, I didn't do it last time. Hey, Chris. Hey, what's going on? Chico
What?
and Kristen. Of course, Tim.
Oh, you were saying hello.
I
My
was doing
bad.
Kristen
intros,
Evans.
but I didn't do that last time.
Kristen Evans.
So, unfortunately, Kristen just learned that she has competition.
I do
even
not
though-
have competition.
Even though she feels that she doesn't have
I
any
don't.
competition.
I don't. I'm telling you, all he has to do is meet me. That's the only reason why you think there's competition is because he hasn't actually met me before. Once he meets me, he's going to be like, would you like to carry my child in your womb and birth him or her?
So,
Yep.
moving forward, because we don't know if that conversation is ever going to happen.
I will manifest my destiny. I am putting it out there. The universe is going to respond. I don't care how many campaigns my students have to run on Twitter to get him to meet me.
Wow, she's going to use
child labor, yo.
She's going to use school resources to get in front of Chris Evans. Okay,
Child
it's been documented. We already know.
labor.
We know the MO now.
I have no control over my students. If they want to do that for me because they love and respect me that much, I fully support their endeavors. Hint, hint, kids, if you want an A.
Ooh. I'm sorry. I thought it's pass fail now.
Oh, you were
No.
Just there's E's.
That was
no F's.
no. That was the last. That was like when the pandemic first started. It was pass or fail because it was so random. Like it was out of nowhere.
So we have F's again.
No. E is not pass or fail. Like E is fail. It's A B C D E, not A B C D F.
Okay.
That's what the grading scale is.
I can't work with it because
Let's just give them all U's.
Just don't say F.
Underwhelming?
Just say E.
Unsatisfactory.
Unsatisfactory. It's just E instead of F. Just think about the fact you don't have to skip a letter anymore.
How do you feel about this?
how do you unlearn an F?
Very
Same
carefully.
way people unlearn many things.
Well, the
It's
way
like
it is,
people need to unlearn James Bond as being white because I want Idris Elba to play him. Thank you. PSA.
I think you were asked a question.
I thought you were going to go with the same way James Bond can be anybody with that title, but you were very specific.
Because that was that huge controversy where people were like, we don't want Idris Elba to be James Bond.
if it-
He's black. It's like,
Would it make you feel any better that it's about to be a black girl?
I mean, I don't know about better, but I'm glad that people are not being so close-minded about this. Because I'm just like they didn't want Daniel Craig because he's blonde. And
and that worked out great.
yeah.
He's an awesome blonde.
I'm sorry, but no. Awesome. Blonde
Awesome
or Bond.
I thought he said blonde.
I thought he said blonde. But sorry, nobody tops Sean
but he is an
Connery.
awesome blonde too.
Nobody tops Sean Connery.
As
Bond.
the best Bond.
To me, because I will. Sean Connery is
think
like
about it.
82 and he could still get it
Ew.
twice on Sunday. Little blue pill.
It probably,
There it is.
it'd probably kill him. Not you, but the pill itself.
You think so? I mean, he was homie in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah. You haven't seen him
That is
recently,
a terrible
have
movie
you?
that I love.
The League.
That is one of those.
great.
That is one of those movies you can watch over
I was
and
gonna
over.
say, but it's very
we
divisive.
need to create
a lot
an
of people
official
hate
list of movies that you'll just sit and watch knowing you've seen it.
The ILNL top 10.
That could work.
Which
All
will,
right.
which will
Dark
probably
Knight.
Which will
Probably
end
turn
up on the website whenever the
turn into
website's
a
finished.
100 eventually.
I know. That's why I'm like 10. That's it. We might have to do 20 so that each of us gets 5.
Or each of us do 10 and then there's 40.
Do we really need to do a top 40?
Well, half of them will probably.
The same.
Well, it would be 10 for
Match
each
up.
person.
Oh, like kind of how during the presidential debates, I was like, I can't take this anymore. I feel like I'm slowly dying, but actually not slowly. It's quickly happening. So I saw that Captain America Civil War was on, so that's what I just switched it to. Because I was like, okay, well, there's another face-off. But Tony and Cap can still respect each other's opinions and be kind of friends.
Exactly.
At this point, I'd rather Robert Downey Jr. run the damn country.
That would be awesome.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be better. I don't know if it'd be awesome.
All right. So, as everyone knows, this is our kind of not necessarily off the page week. So we do things a little different. Some speculation, some off the beaten path stories. And I wanted to start with this particular one here about the Charizard Pokemon card that sold for $183,000
What?
Yeah, I'm looking at
to
it.
Logic.
I didn't know his name was with a lowercase L.
It's not.
Oh,
That's
Hold
just
on, who did it?
Logic.
Logic.
From Maryland.
I was gonna say dude from
Bob,
Gaithersburg.
Bobby.
The rapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bobby. Yeah,
Bobby.
yeah, Bobby something. I can't remember.
He
his
bought
last
it
name.
or he sold it?
He
No,
bought
he
it
purchased it
for $183,000.
because he can, and I don't have a problem with it,
Just a lot.
except
I do.
it wasn't my card that he purchased,
Oh, do you have one?
which I cannot find.
Ooh, are you sure it's not your card? Maybe he snuck in one day. He is from the area.
He is from the area. He probably did.
Yep. Is that why you put in the ring thing so you know who's coming in and out? Well, you
Yes,
not here.
I installed Ring for Logic
For Logic.
because I know he's around there creeping. Okay, I'm not gonna do like the Snuggie one. I'm
This-
taking this stuff off. I am hot.
Oh no, come on, we gotta see the madness. We gotta see you delve into the
I
madness.
can't do it this go round.
That was fun.
We've been
It
doing
was-
shows for
My
an
mom
hour
watched.
lately.
My mom watched it. And she was like, "He has got to be hot."
I was
That was
hot
that,
Gotta be-
sitting
that was
next to
Looking
dedication
at you.
for that particular
Let me
episode.
see
This
the gloves
one,
real quick.
these.
They're probably
Sure.
wet.
I hope they're not working.
Well,
He said he was sweating.
He's a sweater.
That's the
No,
first
no.
thing that he took off.
No, those aren't. Those aren't.
You're not sweaty?
No, it's the.
Sweaty Betty?
Whew.
Oh no, you got the line.
Oh, wow.
Do the rub.
They look like pallbearer gloves.
Oh my gosh, thank you for putting that spin on it. I was thinking magician.
Well, you know.
Yeah, they're magician
Well,
gloves.
that too, because they definitely
or
have the
drumline gloves.
line on them.
Drumline gloves.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. That was
Stuff
a
like
decent
that.
Nick Cannon movie.
So, you know, we can.
Well, do it closer. Do it closer
See,
to your
I said
face.
82, so when he was 82, it was
Do it
better.
closer to your face, so it's on camera. There you go.
No. I
My
don't do
mother's
that
still-
on-
Oh, dude, there it is. Go for it. Go for it.
Go for what?
Who are you,
Go for
Dexter?
it. Tutting.
Yeah. Huh, tutting.
Yeah.
Tutting. Oh. Like,
I vote.
No, tut.
I don't tut.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
old way. That's called old way.
Tunisia. What's tutting?
isn't tutting with your body?
Right.
That's the thing when you're cutting and stuff, right?
But it is old
Yeah.
way voguing.
She's doing this.
I have no.
She's
I'll take
doing
your word for
voguing.
it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like Madonna voguing, because I don't know the difference.
Madonna's a thing.
No.
See, I should have said it. I should have said
I
anything.
have no idea what's going on.
I don't have any popcorn.
It's the different ways you like move your hands and stuff. Like they fit into different categories, like your arms and your
The
hands.
balls.
Like ballroom,
that's
ballroom
I'm
dance.
like, what are you
yeah.
talking about?
Because it's all about the hands. She's talking about
Well,
tutting
no, no,
where
no.
it's like the.
hand performance is about the hands. Like this is called hand performance where you just
Cutting.
move your body.
Is that all part of ballroom though? Because that's what I
Yeah,
was
that's
trying to.
ballroom
That's
culture.
that's what I'm
Part
trying
of
to say. Yeah.
So
Which
yeah.
always confuses me, by the way, because ballroom dance and ballroom culture are different.
Oh, it's absolutely different.
I'll have the question because I'm not trying to jump too much, but I did have this question, like, because we talked about collecting before, especially with comic books. Last episode we talked about that with the Last Ronin. Growing up, did you guys collect anything?
Cards.
Like
Broken
what kind
Heart.
of cards?
Oh.
Mortal Kombat cards, baseball cards, basketball cards, Thundercat cards,
Wow, you really went for like especially TV stuff.
Pokemon.
Do you still have anything?
I have no idea with it. No.
We'll,
I'll just say no.
we'll just be on the safe side.
Long story, but pretty much nothing is mine anymore. So.
Oh. How about you?
I have comics. That's about it. My card collections are gone. In the
But you
wind.
did do cards before.
Yeah, I had a Pokemon, which the boys sold off.
Ooh.
Oh,
Permission?
well, I didn't have anything of like rarity worth anything. So like I have a card collection of Pokemon cards I'm never going to do anything with. So when my brothers came along, gave it to Zim, he flipped them. And I have the feeling Kendrick might still have what's left over of the collection because, yeah, so
How about you?
but tons of comics.
Did you do anything?
I collected broken hearts.
What was that worth?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Bougie.
Oh, little known fact, I actually had a stamp collection at one point.
I did stamps.
I had comics,
No.
but what happened was they're not mine anymore.
I don't know if you call it a collection, but there are a couple of things. So, like, my father is actually one of my fonder memories. And my little brother Justin and I used to build model rockets that we would then go and shoot off at the
remember that.
Carter
Cool.
Baron. You
I used to
remember
do
that? So we did that. And then I don't know if it's a collection, but once a month we used to go and get like a new Lego set. Do you remember when I had like the Justin boot box? Because my dad had Justin cowboy boots.
Cool.
And he gave me the box and all of like my random Legos that like weren't part of a
Lego.
set.
I don't want the Lego community to come after us.
Yeah,
Dun.
they crazy, but
Lego
Love
is
y'all.
the plural of Lego.
Yeah.
Yes. There aren't there.
it's like sheep.
And deer.
yes.
Fish.
I can't tell you how many people say fishes. Come on now. Come on. That was on an episode of Blackish, I think. But yeah, like about once a month, yeah, we would go and I would get a new Lego set. And that's mainly because of this one. Because you introduced me to Lego.
Yeah. Trust me, when I learned that Lego meant Lego and not Legos,
Lego.
I was just like, that doesn't make any sense.
Then can we get people on board with the difference between then and than? Can we do that?
Not a
Can we do
chance.
that? Then and than. Two different words, people.
Jiff.
You see how easily I ignore them?
Mario Brothers.
Oh, God. Super Smash Brothers.
I think I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the episode, just like this. All right. Yeah.
No, you're going to lose about 5 pounds. From all
Good
that
for
stuff.
you, number 2.
That's fine. I don't mind being player number 2. Luigi's
I'm
rocks.
looking
He's
forward
taller.
to seeing. So there's Aldi.
Dang.
There's Aldi and not Aldi's.
Oh, like how it's Nordstrom and not Nordstrom's. And it's Barnes and Noble, not Barnes and Nobles.
Yep.
All that kind
I
of
used to
stuff
work for
drives
them.
me insane. Really?
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about the circumstances of that.
Okay.
Wait, Union Station?
Yes. Yeah.
That's not Barnes and Noble. We went through this.
That's B. Dalton,
Yes.
which is a part of Barnes and Noble.
B. Dalton's.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Stop. That's like, but that would be like me saying I work at the Gap. I don't work at the Gap. I work for Gap Incorporated.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I work at Banana Republic, which is under the Gap
So there's
Corporation.
this.
Fair enough.
Mine, not mine's. Kroger, not Kroger's.
Just the one.
Belk,
Just the
not
one. Oh,
Belk's.
sorry.
JC
I know
Penney,
that made the
not JC
ugliest
Penney.
face.
Crystal, not crystals. Aldi, not
What is
Aldi.
crystals?
Wait, no.
What do people say is crystals?
The fast food place,
I
right?
think so.
Oh, I don't know that.
That's a
Then
southern.
Sonic,
Okay.
not Sonics,
Yep,
and Target,
not Targets. I haven't heard
I have
Targets.
not heard
Say
Targets before.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Targets.
I could see somebody saying that though.
What was that she said on oh gosh, she said it on Blackish, the grandmother. She kept saying something. They were like, "That's not what it's called."
Well, that really helps us to figure it out.
I know, but maybe you've seen the episode and you will
Fair enough.
remember.
Fair enough. Well, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Have we asked Tunisia?
Tunisia. Yeah. What did you collect when you were a kid?
Actually, I was thinking that
Yeah,
actually
she might
if
know
she
the
saw
Blackish thing.
Nah, she wouldn't.
No.
No, I didn't collect anything, nor do I know the Blackish thing.
See? Yeah.
It would have been funny if
let's
she said I
see.
didn't know the black thing.
I did stamps, comics, Pokemon cards, action figures, not dolls.
Being a little aggressive. Comes
Would you?
across as a little aggressive.
And
Okay, 45. See,
And,
aggressive.
be aggressive.
B-E, aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E.
You brought this on yourself.
See how easy that was?
B, aggressive. B-E,
Oh,
aggressive.
there's about to be a cheer off. Cheer off. Here it goes,
So
cheerleaders.
excited. Got way too excited about that.
Ooh, she said no. That's
Come
not
on,
right.
you want to bring it on? Bring it on.
Oh boy, no bring it.
And here she
I will be
comes.
Gabrielle Union, who can still fit in her costume.
Aggressive, B, aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E. I can do the cheer too.
Walls
Leg up.
versus Duke.
Like,
Mic drop.
ooh. And it's funny because she has very little voice in the show, but she really made herself
did.
known right here.
She's like, let me come from behind the screen. Let me pull back the curtain. I am Oz. I am the Wizard of Oz.
I am a real person. I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
Yeah, and let's see. I think that was basically it. But my big thing
Stamps
was,
and comics.
well, mostly Pokemon cards. Those
Oh,
were my big
Pokemon
thing.
cards too, yeah.
Like,
You
and
can't
Nintendo
find
cartridges.
You can't
Well,
find
technically,
yours.
yeah.
Actually, you used to do cartridges in general, the rare ones for all
Yes,
systems.
Yeah, I still do cards, like Neo Geo cards. I still try to finish that collection.
But
yes.
Gundams. I forgot Gundams.
I did do Gundams, but I didn't collect them as much as I just built them.
Well, once you built them, then what?
Then they got destroyed somehow. I'm not gonna say how.
Wow, that's a lot of time for something that gets
Right.
destroyed.
Yeah, it really broke my heart.
Yeah, because whatchamacallit used to have Gundams.
Yeah.
So before this, do you know what the next highest amount was that somebody ever paid for a Charizard Pokemon card?
That's a good
specifically?
question. I know that it's fetched 6 figures before, so this isn't the first time. Because this card was incredibly rare.
So
And this one was foil also, right? It was one of the foil. Wasn't it one of the foil cards?
It is a foil, and it had a first printing only,
okay.
and it was a limited run, and you were very lucky if you got it. I got mine secondhand because I used to work at EB, and at the time, EB Games was allowing people to sell their cards.
Electronic boutique.
The precursor to
I was gonna say
GameStop.
GameStop, right?
Yeah, the precursor to
Okay,
GameStop.
okay, yeah.
So I got mine as an employee because the people in there didn't know the value of the card.
Oh no!
Like, yo,
You were one of them where you
like,
didn't
yo,
tell
y'all
them.
want
You
this?
just were like,
Nah,
okay.
because I can take it off your hands.
Basically, it was in the card shelf, and it was sitting there. And one day there was this a new manager that came in, and the general rule was customers had first crack, but no one came in and bought it because it was so expensive.
We did it Friday.
So new guy comes in, doesn't like really enforce the rule. He's like, if you have an employee discount, use it. So very first opportunity I had, plucked down on that card, and I kept that card for like 3 moves. After the 3rd move, I don't know where it is.
Was this number 3?
Yeah. After here, I don't know where it went. And I know where it was, and I know where it should be, but it's not there.
Who's been in your house?
Plenty.
Too many.
Plenty.
Logic? No, because then he wouldn't have needed to buy that one at auction.
Well, no, he might have wanted a second one. He might
But
want
I
to play
feel-
with one.
I feel like only a few of us would have realized what that was,
There's only a few that would have understood
Yeah.
the value of that card.
and would have probably cursed you out for it being in a spot to be seen.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
Yeah, that's the thing.
oh, we gotta break some necks, don't we?
I can't break any neck because I have no knowledge of what that card is. So it is what it is.
I didn't say that.
If
by
I
the
ever
way.
find it,
I didn't say that.
damn it if I won't take it to auction. It's going to solve a lot of
I
problems.
was
I
gonna say,
think
you'd be
Xavier
able to pay
Woods
off
just
a
bought
bunch of
one as
stuff.
well. I don't know how much he paid for it though.
Who?
No, I think he bought a whole collection.
Who?
Xavier Woods, a wrestler,
Okay.
a Shakespearean actor,
Physical Shakespeare.
physical Shakespeare.
This physical Shakespearean actor.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Wait a minute. I have a question.
Shoot, go ahead.
And a comment.
Go for it.
No, I don't have a question. I have a comment.
Go for it.
Did you all see the meme of the couple that got divorced and they dumped all of their Beanie Babies?
Beanie Babies, yes. We actually,
Yo.
I
Is
think
that on the page?
I don't know if I ever put it on there before, but I do know what you're talking about.
They dumped all of the Beanie Babies in front of like the judges stand and like in front of like I guess like not witness. What is it called? Like when
I
you're
think I might
defense or
actually have
whatever.
one that was worth something.
A Beanie Baby. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, see, that's it. That's
one?
it.
Which
the
one?
first one. The first one you had.
Here?
Yeah. That's it.
All right, let's see if I can show this to everybody.
A divorcing couple. See, splitting
Yo.
their Beanie Babies, and they like had to go.
I'm gonna send it to you so you can see it.
Yeah. It. When I saw that, I was like,
Would that be Robin Kia?
They
don't
did
put
collect
them
Beanie
out
Babies.
there like that.
No, because they're not shy about what the stuff they have.
Oh, okay,
collections
okay.
of.
Yeah, so what's it called? I bought Beanie Babies for people. Oh, and at one time I was collecting Furbies because that was a thing.
I thought you collected them. I thought you were just trying to find this particular one.
No, I collected some and I flipped some.
Oh, okay.
Will my magic cards ever be worth anything?
Yes.
Yes. Some,
You think so?
I don't know
so.
about your particular ones, but there are some.
Yeah. I'm just
That are
wondering if
worth
mine
money.
is just like too mass produced because I only have one deck.
Get a price. Price.
$4.99.
No, get them priced.
Okay, can
$4.99. I'm saying it's probably just worth whatever Chico paid.
I say that that's one thing I terribly upset about, that we no longer have a price guide for comic books and other such things.
Yeah, Overstreet is only a year,
Yeah,
and most books,
Yeah,
most
I've
places
seen
don't
those.
buy
I miss
5
Wizard.
books. Yeah,
Wizard was great.
Yeah, that was cool.
Wizard magazine.
No, it's not that I'm looking at you because for some reason when I looked at you, I started seeing like the values in the book go by. I don't know why, but I just remember seeing like, I don't remember if it was an actual book or is it back of a comic book, whatever it was. It was
In
just,
the back of the Wizard
Yeah,
magazine
okay.
would
Price
talk
guides.
about comics the first half of the book, then it
Yeah, it
shows
was
some
a
of the harder
magazine
stuff,
in the
and in
front.
the very
There was a
back,
price guide in the
it
back.
have all the price guides.
that's what
and
I'm
stuff.
picturing. Like that's what was scrolling
Yeah,
across your
so
face
you probably,
just now, basically.
You probably saw mine.
All right. So Tom Holland,
Holland.
thank you, has been cast as Nathan Drake
My friend
in
likes him.
Uncharted, and I think he is the worst. He should only be Spider-Man.
Now, are you saying he's the worst, or are you saying that, or are you to the point where you're biased and
I'm very biased.
you feel like
Yes.
this is your Spider-Man, he's not allowed to do anything else?
No. Actually, my Nathan Drake has already been chosen. The dude from Firefly.
No, he's
Was it the older dude?
Yes.
no, he's the brother. He's in this. He's the brother. That's the younger one. Nathan's the younger one.
Uncharted?
No, Nate. No, Nate is the protagonist of
Right, but this.
Uncharted.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion.
So we're talking about Uncharted. They're making a movie out of Uncharted.
Yes.
Yes. And Spider-Man is
No.
Thank
No,
you.
wait. Isn't there two main characters in Uncharted?
No, there's
And they're brothers?
No, there's Nathan Drake. No. There's
the
Nathan
beginning.
Drake and there's Sully. Sully is the old guy who is his mentor, and Nathan is the adventurer, the Indiana Jones of the series.
But they're saying if he's a younger Nathan Drake, that's why Tom Holland makes sense, and not Nate Fillion.
But that's the thing. He
But
can't be a younger
No.
Nathan Drake because he's
Nathan
dressed
Fillion's
as
in it.
He can't be because who would he be?
Nate Fillion?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like the most recent one, they're brothers.
No.
Is one playing Nathan Drake when he's older?
See, if they do that, I still would have a problem.
Like if
with
we
it.
had, Michael Keaton pop in on Rob Pattinson?
No.
That's not the same thing.
None of that.
Not the same.
Like, as far as age goes, he's middle aged. He's not like if they're gonna have him play up in age, I don't understand the dynamic of him playing up in a certain role and then playing down in another.
Okay, no,
role.
I was wrong. He's not in it.
Right. I think the best choice was what? Did you guys see or know about the fan?
I'm about
movie
to tell
that he
you.
did?
I'm about to tell you who Sully is.
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg.
Ugh, that doesn't work either.
I'm about to say. So, how do you feel about him?
One, he's not tall enough.
I
And
know.
two,
Mark,
he's got to
Mark
make him look
Wahlberg's in the
old.
middle.
All right, I wanna show what Nathan Drake looks like, the character.
I mean, I see what you're saying.
You know what Nathan Drake looks like. So
He's based on Johnny Knoxville.
Really?
His looks.
this is Nathan Drake.
See?
Oh, well, that's him.
Appearance and personality were based on Johnny Knoxville.
I could see personality, but appearance, he looks like more like
But
Nathan
it says
Fallon.
also Harrison Ford. Probably from Indiana Jones.
Well, yeah,
days.
that's because he's Indiana Jones, basically.
Basically,
I don't know much about this, but I know of it.
I don't have. Okay, here's another part of it too. It's the whole thing of certain people are created to be certain characters. Like Nick Fury was always a white character for most of our understanding of who Nick Fury was.
Until the Ultimates.
Until the Ultimates. So they said we want Sam
Jackson?
Jackson to be Nick Fury.
Well, that's because that's who they based him off of.
And that's my point. The whole thing of there's certain characters, the way they're designed, they look like to be a certain person to act them.
Well, according to what she read, they didn't base him off of Nathan Fallon.
But it
Based off of
is though.
Based off of what?
Nathan Fallon.
He's based off of Johnny Knoxville and Harrison Ford.
Well, this guy right here
Nathan Fillion.
should be
Nathan Drake.
He even has the same first name.
Is it just because of what he looks like, or is it
It's-
because of what you think
persona
he'll
as
bring?
well.
Everything about
That's
him
what I'm
is
asking.
Nathan, is Nathan Fillion.
So he's Tony Stark.
Basically, the
Tony
the
Stark,
Robert Downey
Jr.
Yes.
Chris Evans, Steve
Spell Fillion?
Rogers,
Spell Fillion.
F-I-L.
F-I-L.
Got it.
The word Phil, I-O-N.
Got it.
Yeah. And you probably could see
Of
comparisons.
course.
Yeah. And if you see the fan movie that he did,
Oh, that's what they're
it's-
putting down. Okay, because I was like, it says he's Nathan Drake in something.
yeah,
Well,
he did a fan movie.
I'll say this much: if they,
That's what he's Castle.
Yes,
Sorry.
Castle.
I was like, I know him.
was
I
also
know
in
him.
Fire.
I know him.
I
Yeah.
will say this much: Kristen, cover your ears.
What is it in reference to?
Cover your ears.
Did Lovecraft Country.
No, it's something you don't like. So that's why I say cover your ears.
You want to say something mean about Chris Evans?
No. If they ever did a Destiny movie and Nathan's not playing Cade, I will be highly pissed
heard
off.
it. You
Fair
can say
enough.
Destiny around here.
Considering he was Cage.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So how old is Drake supposed to be?
See, that's my thing. He's middle aged,
Is he?
30.
Yes.
He's like in his early 30s.
and by the time
That's
you do
not
part,
middle aged.
by the time he does part
Early
4,
30s? So I'm middle aged?
No. Middle age is like 35.
That is not middle.
Well, it all comes down to
It all goes down
People
from
have
there.
their midlife crises like in their 40s and 50s.
Middle age is actually 50
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
because your
Like
life
halfway to a
supposedly your
century.
lifespan is 100 years. 50 is the halfway point.
Yeah.
In the middle aged.
That's why dudes, when they turn 50, they buy sports cars. They're having their midlife crisis. Although technically, really, middle age should be like 39, 40 because the average man, I think, lives until they're 78.
86.
Man?
It used to be 60-something.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think it's 70 something.
Well, 39 now.
Women live
so-
longer.
Yes.
And you live 5 years longer if
Well,
you are married.
You all do less stunts. And being married,
Okay, so
your wife
according
won't
to
allow
this,
you to do as many stunts.
Nathan Drake is 40.
Okay.
By the time he's in Uncharted 2, he's 40. So I'm gonna see what his age is in Uncharted 4 because he has a child by then.
38.
See, that's messed up. How could he be younger?
We therefore know that, wait a minute, that's before the other thing, though.
Uncharted 4 is after Uncharted 2.
Well, I know
Well,
that, but I'm saying the,
how
the
old is he?
previous
43.
page.
43.
Because the previous page, yeah, said he was born in 1976.
So how old is he in the first one?
That's why I'm wondering
He's 40
if,
in the first one.
So could any of the sequels actually be more of a prequel or
right,
was
like
it-
is.
Two is a
okay,
prequel.
so that, I think that's kind of the point I'm trying to ask. Like, is it, like, I look at Christian Bale, he does not look 30, even though he kind of is, when he's playing Bruce Wayne in Batman Begins. He looks more than 30 to me. He looks more than the 21 that he's supposed to be in a couple of scenes. God. You know when he comes back from
Yeah, I know
Yale?
what you're talking about.
Okay, I'm like, homie is not 19 or 20 or 21. He's just not. Like, let's be clear. So maybe this is a case of, him
They could be.
before he's like
I was going to say
the Nathan Drake.
they could be. This is how it's all started. Type of thing.
I'm hoping that
You
they're
know, like
not
they
trying to
did
do
with
the whole-
what you call it. What's her name?
Can Nathan Fillion do like stunts and stuff?
He did some for that fan movie that he was in.
Oh, you did?
When was that?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
But are they demanding stunts?
Probably not.
Yeah, I think this is
Because
like
that's what I'm wondering
this
if
is
it's
gonna
for
be-
him. They
Because-
want his
because he can do-
physicality.
Oh, I don't want him to be Nathan.
And I also
He can
think
still be
this is going to be
Peter
like a
Parker.
more of an origin story like they did for Laura Croft,
If they
Which
give
Laura Croft?
the newer one, because that's the origin story, right?
yeah, well, Tomb Raider, Laura Croft Tomb Raider was
Yeah.
an origin story, but the reboot,
I refuse to see that.
yeah.
I don't like Alicia Vikander. She's very stiff.
She's good for action stuff, though. I watched the movie.
Good what?
The action stuff was pretty good.
She was good in Jason Bourne. She's just too stiff for me.
Huh. Talking about questionable performances.
There we go. Getting better, Tim. I love it. I love it. You can teach my students about transitional phrases between one paragraph to another.
I will help you with that.
Okay, thank you.
I can do that in writing. I'm still trying to get it on the fly.
Okay.
All right,
This would be
Jason
even,
Leto.
This would be even more
Jared.
awesome if he
Thank you.
played the Riddler.
I was watching There Will Be Blood, and I was like, that's where I know Paul Dano from.
Congratulations.
Sorry, it was really bugging me that I couldn't remember what movie it was that I
Oh,
remembered
you said you
him
saw
for.
him in something.
Yeah, and it was There Will Be Blood. He's the kid where, like, Daniel Day-Lewis is like, I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Okay, he's the guy in that scene.
Your
Well, now.
milkshake.
Brings all the boys to the yard.
And they're like, it's
Better than yours.
Damn right.
Oh, yeah, it's better than yours. I could teach you.
Good job, Tim.
But I have to charge.
Hey, doesn't take much. Everybody gets one.
You know, he just keeps getting y'all right. He'll say something to get y'all to sing a song. He's
Mm-hmm.
do. Okay.
Even though he's the one who keeps telling us we don't own anything.
Watch this.
Actually, that was me that was saying it. We don't.
Sega.
In the beginning, it was him.
He was so tempted. He was so tempted.
Wait a minute, what was Crash
Explain
Bandicoot
in my
on? Because
head.
I was going to say that earlier. As like
Crash Bandicoot is Sony.
Okay, because I was gonna say that as the game that that was like the worst game, but I was like, no, I actually really liked
I
Crash
hated Crash
Bandicoot. I
Bandicoot,
think
too.
everybody, like a lot of other people, hated Crash Bandicoot, but I loved it.
I played it because there was nothing else better.
It was just so silly. I loved it.
Yeah, and then things got better. Yeah, they made much better games. Battle Arena Toshinden.
Sonic will always be number one for me.
Sonic is always the best.
Sonic is number one.
Jared Leto as Joker. He was shortchanged. They did a lot of cutting on the cutting room floor. But now they're going to put him back in. Full force. We'll see a lot more of them. You guys are okay with that?
I don't care either way.
We're talking about Joker.
In Suicide Squad.
Oh,
Yeah, he's.
But they're
going
gonna
to be
put
in
it-
the Snyder cut.
Yeah, they're going to put him in Justice League.
I could bang with it.
It makes connective tissue. And it makes me wonder, will there be another Joker to play Joker in another DC movie moving forward? Not including Joker with
Joaquin Phoenix.
yes, not including him because he's in a different timeline apparently. Or multiverse, which I hate.
Oh, multiverse.
So
Well, they don't have one for Rob yet. Rumor has it there's supposed to be a cameo or something of him in the movie, but
Rob? Who's Rob?
Pattinson.
Oh.
I just thought of something.
Why?
Are all the movies before the DCU movies multiverse?
Everything's a multiverse,
When-
according to the TV show.
Why would Rob Pattinson be in Justice League?
He's not. No, I said
Oh. 'cause you
there's
said
supposed to be
cameo.
some type of Joker cameo or reference in the movie.
Oh, thank God.
So we don't
Okay.
know who's,
Oh,
if he is
you
in
mean-
it, we don't know who's playing him
In the Snyder Cut or in the Batman?
in the Batman.
Okay, thank you. Because
In
like
the
there's
Batman.
okay, Cillian Murphy, Scarecrow, the Batman.
Well, the way DC,
I know these movies way too well. It's very scary.
the way DC tells it is every entity they have is part of
The multiverse.
The multiverse.
There's all the
That
different
is a
Earths.
really lazy.
It's very
way
lazy.
of trying to get away with that. That is
Yeah.
so.
Like
It is lazy, but at the same time, it leaves the door
works, but
open for
it's-
everything.
I know, but
I-
I don't like a cat.
how can you blow up a universe and then say, oh well, that's just Earth 197
Because it's just
and
Earth
be fine with
197.
that?
Well, they did it on the TV show.
Blah.
They do it in Injustice.
As far as I can tell,
They do it in
The-
One of the
everything.
ones I didn't
the
watch.
actual movie universe is done according to the TV show. Because remember, we saw the other Flash,
Right.
and he evaporated.
Right.
And you said we are getting Ezra Miller.
Supposedly, yes.
Supposedly. So, what's your problem with Joker?
You know what? I'm just gonna be quiet.
Go ahead, speak your mind.
No.
Speak your truth.
She doesn't like having a pretty villain.
That's right.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't know if that's my problem with it. I made the first face when you said that he got shortchanged and like a lot of stuff was left on the cutting room floor.
they cut a lot of them out.
No, I know
Yeah.
that. But in hindsight, when everybody got upset that they found out about that, I was like, was there good reason to leave some of that footage out of the film, though? I'm not saying there was. I'm just wondering if that's why they cut some of it, because they're like, or a lot of it actually, because it.
Well, the pig thing, I know that was a bit much. Whatever that scene was that we didn't get to see.
Big thing.
So apparently, there's a rumor that his embodiment of his version of Joker was so disturbing, but vital to be to flesh out his character, that there was a scene supposedly where he did something very vile to a pig, or a pig carcass or something, and then gave it to Waller. Because then he also did it
they
Offset.
filmed him doing it, because I know about the like.
Yeah, the Offset thing. There was also something that was
Yeah,
Offset.
yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
And that's why some of them wouldn't talk to him.
Yes. He was very much his.
Yeah, his method acting went above and beyond.
But his method acting
In
is
Suicide
is
Squad?
too
yeah,
extreme.
where
It was an
he
extreme
sent
form.
gifts to half the cast, and
Yeah,
they
don't you
were
remember he had used
Joker-esque.
condoms that he sent to was it Will Smith or was it Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie got a rat,
She got a rat.
and she kept him.
Yes. Somebody got used condoms. There was like a lot of wacky stuff that he sent. I don't know if I'd be that
And
bold to
that's
send
and that's a
Viola
part of the
Davis
reason why
anything.
his scenes were minimal. Like the scene where he was trying to reach out for Harley, so Harley could jump to the helicopter, and then he just would let her kind of fall. There was a lot more to that scene. If you see how they cut it, like there's dialogue that apparently we have not heard. That there was just like, nope, we're not doing that because Will doesn't want it, and it's gone. Because like he's saying something, and then they cut to him laughing. What happened in
I
all of
remember
that?
that. It was like
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah, there was a lot of strange cuts. You trying to remember the scene?
No, they didn't include something because of Will Smith.
Well, Will didn't know, rumor. He didn't okay a lot of his performance, which is part of the reason why most of it got cut.
Why did he have to okay it?
Because he's Will Smith.
Okay.
He
I was wondering
had
if he
top-
was a money investor.
He had top billing over
Well, yeah.
the star of the movie.
So it's not your vision. It's
And
the
didn't make it to
director's
part
vision.
2.
Nope, he didn't. And no shade, but
Catch it.
yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, out of all the Jokers, he's my least favorite. So
Part 2 looks like it's going to
Huh.
be so brilliantly cheesy.
Okay, so who's your top? No.
Mark
Who's your
Hamill.
no? Who's your second? Who's your second to last? That's a better way to ask. Since he's your bottom.
out of the ones I've seen, I don't want to say Cesar Romero. I don't. But like,
Joker 66.
He's my third favorite.
Mark Hamill's number one. Like just I saw an interview with him recently, and he just like slipped into the Joker voice, and I legit like got goosebumps just when he slipped into the voice because I was like, that was too effortless for you. I don't know how I feel about this.
You know, he's played 2 DC villains.
You told me that, but I
was the
don't
other
know
one
who
he
the other
played?
one
Did
was.
did you tell me he was Skips?
He is Skips, yes.
Did you tell me he was Skips?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the trickster in The Flash.
Okay.
And he's
Like
also
the original live-action Flash.
The TV show.
Yeah. He played the trickster.
and he was also
And I think he
the
reprised it
nut,
in a new one.
the nut crusher, nut knocker. I can't
Some very
remember.
unfortunate names.
In Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
Yes. I forgot the character's name, but yeah, he was the bad guy in
Never
that.
saw that. I don't think.
Very funny.
I know you're a big Jay and Silent Bob fan.
I
though.
am.
Or Kevin Smith, I guess. Period. Really? I thought it was like Kevin Smith. Period.
I'm a fan of Kevin Smith,
But you're a bigger fan of Jay and Silent
but
Bob.
I'm a bigger fan of
Okay.
Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
So, did you say who your second to last was?
I don't know if I have a second.
Would you
It's
have
just
to-
bottom.
Wow, it's just like
It's just Jared Leto hanging out by himself. I'm sure there's somebody from like one of the animated versions that would be lower for me because I haven't seen all of the animated versions. But or maybe even the movies. There might be one.
Didn't
But I'm not a
Hamill
big
do all
fan.
No.
No.
He did
Who was Joker in Return of
animated
the
series, and he did he
did
was
a couple
Joker
of
in
the
Batman
movies.
Beyond.
he did the movies.
Joker? No, but like Batman
Animated
Beyond
movies.
Return of the Joker, was he the Joker in
Yeah.
in Return of I'm just asking.
Yeah,
'cause I do-
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, like duh.
And he
stupid.
did the Arkham series.
Yes.
Who's Joker in
I'm not a fan of Joker in
Where-
Dark Knight Returns. That cartoon. Wasn't a fan in that.
I don't remember who that was.
I think that's what I'm talking about. Is that the one where he kidnaps Tim Drake, and makes him like crazy and has him kill, like he's trying to get him to kill Batman, but he ends up accidentally killing the Joker? Is that Dark Knight Returns?
No, that's Batman Beyond.
no.
No. Batman Beyond is with Terry McGinnis.
That's one of the animated Batman
I know.
movies.
That was a movie, though.
Right, but it's not in Return of the Joker. Isn't it in like one of the?
No, but that's the premise of the Batman Beyond movie, where Tim got kidnapped
You're
by
right.
the Joker.
You're right.
Is it?
Yeah, and that's the first time. That's the first and only time they show Harley, because she went to pick up the twins, who we find out are her grandkids.
Yeah.
That's in Return.
Yeah. And
Wow.
then she goes off.
Okay, I need to go back to HBO Max.
Yeah.
I need to watch that again. I really thought that was in a different thing. Okay, well,
Moving on.
I didn't like his animation in that movie.
That had nothing to do with his performance.
Right, that's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, maybe I can put that as second.
Okay.
It's from the bottom because
Yeah, the
I
Dark
didn't
Knight
like the
Returns
animation.
one. It was just
Which
weird.
one is with Dark Knight Returns though?
This is when Batman is like extra old and Robin's a girl.
Yes.
Oh,
Where he's really gritty, and it's the Frank Miller.
I was gonna say, I
Batman.
think I've seen part 2.
Okay.
I didn't watch the first one for some reason.
Moving forward.
Another superhero. Well, I
So-
don't think he's a superhero.
Staying in the superhuman space.
Okay,
Okay. So,
even though technically Batman's not a superhero. Sorry, he's not.
he has a superpower.
Don't do it. Don't
Okay,
do it because it's
all
the
right.
same as Tony Stark. WP. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, okay.
No, I was talking about on the financial side of things.
Yeah, WP.
WP.
That, yeah, it's all one and the same.
That's how you define it, but
Well, the reason why he has the financial in part is because of WP. Don't even go there. You know it is. You know it is.
they got rich parents.
Because of WP.
Generational wealth.
Thank you.
Generational wealth.
Because of WP.
I'm submitting to what you're saying.
Thank you.
Okay. So
Sorry, we don't want to alienate anybody, but it's fact.
Soldier Boy, a character in it's so hard for me to say Soldier Boy without thinking that. But he's gonna be introduced in season 3 of The Boys. Now
The boys.
we have experienced, hopefully by this time all of you guys have watched it already.
If not, spoiler alert.
Yes, because by the time you should watch it. The scene of Homelander proclaiming that he could do whatever he wants.
Did he actually finish?
Yes.
Okay.
They cut though, but he was about to.
Okay, so
But
that's my point. They
It
didn't.
led us to believe that it happened.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because like we didn't see like a shadow.
No,
or
we
anything.
didn't see anything.
No projectiles.
Yeah, we didn't see the MS.
Stop laughing back there, Tunisia.
We did not see the MS. So, you want me to tell you?
No.
Go ahead, I'll tell you.
Something shot.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
She is cracking up.
Tunisia, you want to come out front?
All right. So
She's like,
we're gonna have
you're
this
a
new
part
character
of
come
this.
in
How am I a part of this? You'll see.
in season 3 with Soldier Boy being introduced as the original Homelander. I think is that how he was.
Remember.
Well, either way, he's one of the early heroes of VOT. Thing is, though, the controversial scene of his initiation is a part of the comic book.
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
The speculation
wait a
here is,
minute.
do you think that they'll actually do it?
Well, according to this,
I mean,
it's
mean-
been cut out.
yeah, unless it needs to be cut out. But my whole thing is just like y'all show pretty much damn near every other thing. So it's
Right.
like
But my thing, that's why I said, wait a minute. It was okay to have it, like suggested for Starlight, but it's not okay for Soldier Boy. Why is that permissible when it's the woman?
In thinking about television, for Starlight, it was much worse in the comic book.
Right.
They
From what
tone
you've
that.
told
They
me.
tone that down tremendously.
Yeah. Can't they tone it down for him?
Depends on how aggressive it was in the book.
Well,
But that's my point. Can't they tone it down if they toned it down for Starlight?
My
from my understanding,
God. I'm scared what you're going to tell me.
Soldier Boy's initiation was more voluntary. And I think he tried out more than once. If I was reading that correctly.
So then you should keep it.
Well, it depends on
But
how they tell
because
the backstory for it.
the way they make the character to be so upstanding and squeaky clean and straight A's, they're
edge.
yeah, they're like, it didn't make sense.
You can't be straight edged without being straight.
Well, it doesn't really say that it has any indication of sexual orientation or anything like that. It's just more so the
But if
character.
he's volunteering, well, I mean, like what you said, it seemed more voluntary.
Can you blow
Then-
that up? If you read that one scene, you'll understand what I'm saying. It's the way they're talking.
You mean this?
Zoom in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could try.
Or was it a part of that?
Are you sure? I mean, I thought I really went for it this time. I was certain I'd done enough to swing the deal. Afraid not.
So does that sound to you like that was a one-time thing, or?
No, because he said this time. This time indicates that there's another time, bare minimum. Side note, I really don't like that this chick's name is Victoria Newman, because that is one of the top characters on Young and the Restless. So it's very hard for me to not think of Young and the Restless whenever they mention her. Ooh, is that him as Homelander? He look good. Hey.
That's Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Right, but I'm just saying, it's Jensen Ackles. Like, he look good. So that's a good looking, yeah, hey. Right? Right? You don't want the eyebrow.
That is so Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I wonder if this is one of those things where they're gonna do the scene and then make the decision, similar to what they did with Homelander. And,
With that scene we just showed.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because
Or
that's
showed
my
last
thing. It
episode.
feels as though it's going to be one of those situations where it's going to get done, and we're going to try to see if it sticks.
Like, does
we
it fit
can
the
get it
tone
past
of where it's supposed to go?
That, or even if it's something that they will feel comfortable having their name on Amazon.
You feel comfortable having your name on it happening to Starlight, but not to Soldier Boy? I'm sorry, I know that sounds like I'm attacking you personally because we're such close proximity. But like, if they say, if they came out and said that, oh, they know they'd be shooting themselves in the foot. So they'd come up
That'd
with
be a PR nightmare.
Yeah, they'd come out with a different reason. Even if that's the reason, they'd say something else.
But what would be the reason to not show? What would be the reason you could say to not show Homelander feeling confident in himself?
Feeling confident in himself?
I'm trying to be poetic.
No,
with
I'm
it.
talking about this because they've already shown the other thing.
I'm
It's
just
too
saying,
late for that.
No, but I'm just saying in that was a decision. Mm-hmm. They decided not to do it in season 1, and then they aired it in season 2. Mm-hmm. So couldn't this primarily be something that they have ready to go in season 3, and then they made the decision, this doesn't make the cutting room floor?
Well, they also said that they didn't include the Homelander thing because even though that's when it happened in the comic, they felt like the way that the show was going, it didn't fit with where he was in his development just yet for them in their version, but it seemed very apt to put it where it was at the end of the season 2.
So it could be a possibility that they could shoot this scene.
Yeah. But then what would be the reason if they cut it would be what I would wonder. Like, they could shoot it, but if they cut it, I would wonder why. Because if it's something along the same lines as what happened with Homelander, where it's like, we shot it, we're still going to keep it, but we're just not going to put it here because it doesn't fit. I don't know why it wouldn't have fit where it was supposed to go. Then fine. But, I mean, they drove through a whale.
I love that scene.
I do too,
so
but it's
bad
also
that-
just like, I feel so guilty for liking that
I didn't
scene.
because I didn't do it.
I mean, I feel less guilty because it's not real.
That sounds really bad.
But it's still animal violence, and I'm just like, I still don't like the idea of the fact that they drove through a whale. But I like it
Pop-up.
for,
You got to pop up.
I like it in terms of what is that thing called? What do you call it? I guess like visual effects or whatever. I like how they put all of that together.
Practical effects.
Yeah, because I watched the behind the scenes thing. Like, I didn't know it took them 6 months to make Robin blowing up. Or not blowing up, but like exploding. They said that took 6 months to put together in the first episode. And it took a couple of months to put the whale thing together. And they had to go out and buy like 8,000 pounds of something, I think, to make it look like the organs and all of that were like hanging on Huey. I was fascinated. Y'all got to watch the after show. It's hosted by Aisha Tyler.
She does everything.
She's hilarious in the interviews, and she's just cussing up a storm. I'm like, dang, you need to be on the show.
Last thing. Quibi.
Oh, Liam Hemsworth.
Did any of you subscribe to Quibi?
No.
Did I think I did.
Let me tell you why I didn't subscribe to Quibi.
And that's the reason why Quibi went away.
Let me tell you why I didn't subscribe to
You
Quibi.
guys did not support Quibi.
I didn't support it
didn't know
because
I
it
was
had that
supposed to
weird
support
Anna
Quibi.
Kendrick thing on there.
Was I supposed to? Like,
Well, I mean, if you're
Yeah, I got
paying
it.
for it,
I'm not paying for it.
oh,
Oh, I didn't create an account.
I was
You
gonna
can't
say
put in
like
commercials,
they have
like-
like free. It was like there's a free like trial period or something,
I
and
don't
then
know. Like,
well, sir, at this point, it
you don't even
matter.
need to worry about it.
so it's done.
Yeah,
That's
Quibi's
that's
done.
what he was saying. Yeah.
I mean, it seemed that they were gonna have some good shows.
I was gonna say, but they had like famous people on
They-
some of these shows.
They had some stars.
Yeah, like I
Even-
just
even
said,
Kevin
Anna
Hart
Kendrick.
did a project on it with John Travolta.
Oh, John Travolta.
I feel bad for Quibi, and I had this conversation with Tanisha of the whole thing of there being too many choices. Mm-hmm. Like you got Netflix, you got Hulu, Disney Plus,
Netflix, on which I just started watching
Peacock.
Hemlock Grove.
HBO Max, CBS All Access. Those are the ones I could think of off the
Did
top
you say
of my
Apple
head.
TV?
I didn't say Apple TV.
Because that's what I have.
Yeah.
I'm upset with them.
It came free with my iPad. That's the only reason I have it, because trust and believe that I was watching Defending Jacob,
Well, congratulations. You
like
can
not
watch
not on
you're
my current
one
subscription,
of the few people that can watch all the Peanut holiday specials.
Yeah.
including the racist one,
If you mean Thanksgiving, yes.
which I don't think was. I don't know. I still think that that's not true, but whatever.
You
I
have
could be
different
wrong.
older sensibilities.
I have different what?
You have different and older sensibilities.
Yeah, I'm like, I just look at that and I'm like, is that really the case? Is that why he's by himself? Franklin, right?
Yes.
I feel like Chris has an opinion on that.
Shade of shade.
I personally think Franklin peeped what was about to happen to Charlie Brown. He's like, let me sit on this side. Because
I like that version.
you just invited all your
I mean,
homies
the thing
over
is,
for
is like,
Thanksgiving
we can't-
dinner.
We can't act as if we didn't like any of those cartoonists weren't racist as hell.
Right, but I'm wondering about Chuck,
Charles Schultz.
Charles Schultz. So used to people saying Chuck.
Well,
Isn't that
the-
how he signs it?
I think so.
Chuck Schultz.
Well, the
Yes.
way he brought in Franklin and how he dealt with some of the backlash and questions on it, that's what made me think, yeah, that's probably,
Not accurate.
yeah.
Right,
But
that's-
of course,
that's the-
I don't know how much input he had in
I was
the
gonna say, like,
actual
creative control.
cartoon. So,
Because that was my thing. That's what I remembered about, like, why and when he brought in Franklin. That's what I was like, I don't think that was
Right.
the case with Franklin sitting at the table. But you said Thanksgiving. I thought it was Christmas for some reason. But yeah,
Yeah, it was a Thanksgiving one.
it's Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yeah. Because of all the popcorn and toast.
right.
Yeah.
You invited all your friends over for Thanksgiving dinner, and you sit down, and it's like, oh,
Guess I should have had some food ready.
Let me sit over here, because when it's time to go,
Karen puts raisins in her potato salad.
And see,
I am guessing that Karen is a white woman.
and then Chris said,
Shout out to Chadwick Boseman.
And, you know, he's still, when I finally sign back onto Facebook, he'll be my picture still.
Yes.
Isn't Liam Hemsworth in one of these shows?
probably.
Probably.
I think
I'm not
he's
sure.
in one of them.
Well,
And then Anna Kendrick, I think, is in that like sex doll
Yeah.
show,
Yes.
which looked really weird.
So did somebody
There you go.
get all the shows?
Yeah, that is just. Oof.
I don't know. Like, everything is kind of new right now with this being like a complete disaster.
It looks like the Kardashians.
Yeah, that's why I was like, who is
and
that?
going away. But
Oh God, why is this on here?
it's so weird for them to have this whole streaming thing where it's all short format.
You're finally canceled. Sorry.
Oh, they have Kirby Jenner. Oh. It's the fake member of the Kardashians. That's
I'm
what
gonna-
that is.
let me-
Oh, wait, is that his show?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
Now
that
it
is.
makes more sense.
Okay, I'm gonna move that. So there you go. All right, yeah. So I don't know that there was enough content on there to warrant them sticking around as long as they did. Like, they had some things that were kind of cool. They brought some people in, like Tanisha. She was brought in because of Reno 911.
That's on there.
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, it was.
No, yeah.
Well, it's on there until it's not. But I don't know that there was enough there to warrant them having a full service. And what does that mean for the future? Like, do we have like too many choices now, and then it's going to be?
I feel like it was not an established enough platform to basically be showcasing all new content.
But it had to have something. Like, the whole thing with being short format, what could they bring that could work?
I don't know, but I think that's why it kind of failed or is failing because people don't want to take the chance on something that they're not familiar with that they would then have to also pay for. Like, at least with, platforms like Netflix and CBS All Access and whatnot, there are some tried and true classics that are on there that can make it,
Yeah, Netflix basically started out with just classics.
Yeah, that you ordered by mail.
Yeah, and once they
so-
got that money right,
And that's my thing. It's like, this is a good idea in terms of like having fresh content, but I don't think that, I think what Netflix did was, I hate to say smarter because that's not necessarily fair, but I think that's why it worked for Netflix to start creating their own original content because they already had established a base where they could start experimenting with creating their own material. This is like, we're all creating our own material.
yeah,
Pretty much.
This
Like, there's
programming seems all over the place.
Although I just see something that interested me, but now I can't remember what it was.
Was it the thing with Offset?
No, absolutely not. If they decide to restart Hemlock Grove and put it on here, though, they're not.
So you didn't have a chance with it then? Chance to use it?
Well, sign up now before it's gone, because it said on there you get 14 days for free. The plans start at $4.99.
So
week or a month.
when does it end? When is Quibi done? Because count backwards from 14 days and you're good.
Right? It'll just be gone. Maybe the end of October it's done.
Let's see. I don't see anything in particular that says when it's going to end. But apparently shutting down barely 6 months after going live. So, probably pretty soon.
Or is it already done? And because none of us actually have it, we just don't know.
Let's see.
Oh, they're giving their actors severance pay.
Yeah, can't tell. Probably have to go deeper into it. It looks like coronavirus affected it.
That's the excuse they're using. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a shame.
Well, I'm only half kidding. I just said that off the cuff. I wasn't like thinking behind it. Side note: when we start recording this episode, I need to talk to you all about the It movie.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand.
Oh,
Okay. Well, that's the end of what we have here. And
Huzzah.
I am very hot.
Huzzah.
I did it, though. I made it through with this hat on.
Now that I'm really looking at you, you look very uncomfortable.
I'm very hot.
Like
So
you're sweaty.
I am ready to
He's
these
lost
wet clothes and
5 pounds of water weight.
step into a dry martini.
Okay, Sean Connery.
Yes.
Shaken, not stirred.
So let's close this thing out. For Chico.
Good night, everybody.
For Chris.
a nap.
For Kristen. And Tim.